Virgo. Welcome to your October soul session. I am Marlowe if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. I apologize if you guys hear an echo. I'm legit in the process of moving, so all of the things that I had as sound barriers are gone. So I'm so sorry if you guys hear me echoing. Hopefully I can, fix that in post-production. But whatever the case, let's go ahead and jump into you guys' cards and see what is going on with you for the month of October. And just a little caveat, of course, tickle the like button, all the things, right? But I am reading with the After Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse, so do not be creeped out by me turning them over. I'm not sugarcoating. I just, the deck's technically already in the reverse, so we're moving right along. So anywho, first card that you guys have out is the Ace of Swands. So it's a little bit, oh my gosh, okay. My guides are on one today. I was going to say that there's a little bit of clarity, but apparently my guide said that there's a lot of clarity that's going on. So how I'm seeing it, Virgo, is there's some sense of a mental breakthrough. So kind of what I'm garnering from this is, of course, I didn't read for September. So coming into October, whatever it is that you guys dealt with in was I about to say December? Child, look, I need to get my life together. Mercury retrograde is like hitting me with a left hook, a right hook, an uppercut, clothesline, all the things, child. You understand what I'm saying? Before it goes direct, child, look, it's just be here with me, Virgo. I know y'all don't be liking things like that. My nails are cute, so just be nice to me, Virgo. But anyway, there's mental clarity that you guys have coming out of September and into October, but that says to me that in September, you guys had a lot of confusion. It's more or less you weren't really sure which direction to go in. You weren't really sure about what you wanted to do. You were hella stressed out, it's like your judgment was like kind of off, or you felt like people were lying to you and things of the sort, you know what I'm saying? But whatever the case, I can tell you the why that all of this happened because we have the World card. And of course, this is our 4 fixed signs. So that's Aquarius, that's Leo, that's Taurus, as well as Scorpio, right? So it's letting me know that coming into October, and I don't know, I have to look at the transits. I literally told, shout out to Sinister Hermit, one of my wonderful, wonderful moderators. And shout out to everyone who was at my premieres because I literally set my premieres and forgot about them and I wasn't there. So shout out to y'all for holding it down, but that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry, Virgo. I know I'm not supposed to make it about other people. My apologies. Okay, moving right along. Anyway, but legit, it's like, I don't know if this has something that is intertwined with Mercury retrograde, because I know there's like a shit ton of planets that are retrograde right now, but whatever the case, this kind of reminds me very similar to this time last year, because I know like October 10th was hella important in 2021. And I mean, y'all, life. So I, I haven't really been looking at transits lately because I really don't want to know, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there. But whatever the case, it's the fact that there's a karmic cycle that's wrapping up for you guys. So coming into October, there's a sense of clarity that you guys are having, and it's clarity specifically into what it was that you were confused about in September. And the reason why you have that clarity is because of this karmic cycle wrapping up. So you're overstanding everything. Now, with the Sun card coming out, that says to me that Leo energy is really, really heavy because, of course, with our fixed signs, you know how I was saying Aquarius and Leo. So I would say for anyone who's watching this, if you have Virgo in your chart, and you also have Leo in your chart, I feel that the Leo reading is going to be of utmost importance to you as well as the Aquarius reading, because I feel like it'll give you like a different aspect on everything. But the whole key is here, my beautiful Virgos, you guys have this mental clarity because you have... So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. An assignment. Because assignment is a word that doesn't make you feel like you have to do it, right? I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. But the whole key is here. There's like, gosh, standard also sounds oppressive. But, you know, pick up what I'm putting down. Listen with your spiritual ears, whatever the case. The whole key is that any standard or expectation you guys would have to live up to at this particular point, it's not coming from an external source. It's coming from yourself, right? Because what I'm seeing with this, if we were to move these to the side, this mental clarity allows you to see, oh, I understand September. That's why I went through that. Oh, okay. I see where it is that I am now. And what the goal would be for October is the sun card, which is pretty much like whatever it is. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. Please do not make fun of my sneeze in the comments because I will fight you. Even though I don't know where you are, but that's neither here nor there. The sun card. I love how Virgo, like, I always try to be like on my best behavior for you guys readings. I really do. Because I know a lot of Virgos in my life, you know what I'm saying? But child, look, it's just going on. I done sneezed in y'all ear and things. Child, look, y'all just better not talk about me in the comments. But whatever the case, it's like I feel that you guys had this like disharmony or this confusion, right? And it's not really understanding why you experienced that in September. It's why Marlowe did not post in September. That's not really why. I'm just saying that to make you feel better and make myself feel better, but that's neither here nor there. But whatever the case, you guys are having a clean slate. So what this really is, like I was saying, we're pulling these to the side. This is more or less, oh, you have clarity. The cycle has ended. And now this is what it is that you're stepping into because this is the authenticity of you. You know what I'm saying? Next card that we have out, we have the 8 of Wands. I like that. That's some good old communication. We have the 7 of Cups. So it's more or less, okay, now this is something I feel like I need to kind of forewarn you guys about. And I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I feel like there's some dark distractions, right? Like, okay, so it's making sense to me. Why it's imperative that I stress this whole mental clarity that you guys have in October or will have if you feel like you don't have it yet, and why you were so confused the fuck out of, right? In September is because, especially with these being across from each other, it's like I don't believe in a devil, you guys. So it's kind of hard when I say things like this. So I just kind of put it in the context of like an adversarial energy. It's an opposition. It's the is not to the is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is that it's almost like the is not to your is, you being the is. The is not wants you to believe that there's some sort of, you know, devil or Satan or, you know, adversarial energy that's trying to pull you backwards. But the only adversarial Satan energy that we have is really within ourselves. And it would be your human brain and your physical flesh, because that's literally who your enemy is. Because that's the only thing that keeps you away from everything it is that you want and desire. But that's neither here nor there. That got real woke real quick. So depending on where you are as a Virgo, I'm sorry that I just got so woke, but you are watching The Woke Therapist. That's neither here nor there. Moving right along. But anywho, but the whole thing is with this, it's like there is like a test almost. I'm not even going to say a test. I hate to use that word because like it's not a standard anyone is expecting you to meet or anything of the sort. It's just more or less one of those like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Papa Legba. You're at the crossroads. You're going to go right or left. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you making a statement of the truth of who it is that you are, because I feel like all in all, this right here, if I were to like be very illustrative, these two cards, the Sun and the 8 of Wands, this is letting you know why September was the way that it was, right? There was a lack thereof of clarity because the karmic cycle needed to wrap up, but you're coming into October with clarity. Like the latter part of September, meaning the last couple of days, the cycle's wrapping up. And you learning the lesson that you learned from everything that you've been through up until this point, even if we had to go back until the 10th of October, because if y'all remember in 2021, all the readings in October were like, watch before the 10th, right? So it's you having clarity on what your truth is, because this masculine and this feminine little naked baby, that's your inner child. It's the didactic, you know, illustration of your inner child, right? So if these two are on one accord and you understand why it is that you've been through what it is that you've been through, then you can easily move forward. That's also Sagittarius energy to me. Two things I'm going to say about that looks like 4, but I really just mean 2. My fingers are just long with my blue nails, but that's neither here nor there. something I said in a sign prior to you guys. I can't remember who it was. I think it was like, it was either Gemini or Cancer. I said this in, but I've always looked at Sagittarian energy. The two books that I put out, the Woke book, was very much based on Sagittarian energy in this beautiful bow and arrow. It's going backwards in order to go forward. It's needing to understand your history, your past, in order for you to understand how it's contributed to your present, like where you stand presently, in order for you to move forward and hit your target as you desire. But recently, I got a download from Spirit that spoke about specifically using Sagittarius energy as an archetype, that it's not just about going backwards in order to go forwards, but Sagittarius energy, when it's operating out of its shadow, has a great deal to do with projection, right? So everyone becomes an enemy and you become like, what's that word? I can't remember what the word is. Like the sovereign. I don't know why. That's the word. My guys literally just said it. But it's like you're like a sovereign in so many words. I feel like that's like an old English kind of word. Put it in the comments, whatever the hell it means. But it's almost like whenever a Sagittarius energy, which isn't just Sag, it's like all people who fall into this. It doesn't matter if it's in your chart or not. All of us fall into this for some reason, especially when the Eight of Wands comes up in your reading. But it's like, it's the misperception that you are a sovereign, which kind of says to me with the Ace of Swords falling above this, 9 times out of 10, this is someone who's falling into their zealot stage. So you're very clear on where it is that you want to go, and everything else is kind of like an attack. But that's like a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, because this reading doesn't have an extended. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever the case, going back to our adversarial energy with this Seven of Cups, with the clarity that you guys have mentally, it's the emotions that are coming in that can potentially try to throw you guys off into falling into things that aren't very much in alignment with where it is that would behoove you to go. Look, first of all, Virgo, I feel like this reading got a little too real and a little too deep. So I just hope and pray to God that it makes sense, child, because typically, you know, my Virgo readings, I'd be trying to just not do all of this, but this is what's coming out. So, I mean, I can't help it. So the thing I can tell you most simply, if you guys were confused as fuck, I'm going to make it really 3D. If you were confused as fuck in September, and in October, you somehow feel like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. It's like, it's not just because it makes sense, it's because it's a karmic cycle that wrapped up. And when a karmic cycle wraps up, and this says to me that this is 9 times out of 10 going to be like the first week of October. So somewhere around like between the 3rd and like the 9th. The world card has nothing to do with October 3rd through 9th. That's just what I heard in my head. So I'm just telling you what the people without bodies are telling me. You feel what I'm saying? For some of you guys, what they're telling me to say also, for some of you guys, this is some shit that popped off in Leo season, right? So that's like, what is that? Like the 23rd of July until the 22nd, 23rd of August. So for some of you guys, it has something to do with that. And it's not specifically a Leo person, but that says that this energy here, this is like a transitional point for you. This is where we're really moving forward. But this is like your is and the is not that's manifesting. And the thing that you guys need to know about the Seven of Cups is to not overreact emotionally or to fall for bullshit. Like, and when I say bullshit, I mean like superficiality. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Judgment card. We're talking about right judgment, child. And the thing that I say is, especially with the Judgment card coming out, this all says this is temporaryism. That's not a word. I got it from Incubus. They said it in a song once. If you're an Incubus fan, go ahead and say in the comments what Incubus song the word temporaryism and the Jesus of our age was in. Wait, what is it? Like temporaryism and the Jesus of our age. And no, wait, oh gosh, I can't remember the next lyric. I'm such a horrible Incubus fan, but I'm like a #1 Incubus fan. It's something about opinionated or compensated or something along those lines. Dear Brandon Boy, please don't take my Incubus card from me. Moving right along. But anywho, with the Judgment card showing up here, that says to me that all of this is happening prior to this, and I'm going to go ahead and pin this at the 15th of the month. This is more or less saying that anything you're going through is temporary. I already see that you guys are in a transitional point, but the thing that, I mean, I'm not doing extendeds for these. So I say this is the 15th of the month, meaning this is like your marker point, but literally from the 1st to the 15th of October, this is what your whole point of the month is, right? It's for you to ascend to a higher state of being. It's for you to make right judgment. So it's more or less like the confusion has been cleared because of the karmic cycle. So it's not that you were just lost and confused, right? It's literally that you were in a karmic cycle, and that's why you couldn't see clearly. Before the month even really fully pops off, so first 7 days, you will have clarity because you're going to know what it is that your heart is desiring for. And that's going to be in alignment with you guys moving forward. You feel me? But because you manifested this and you're desiring this, these are the two things you're desiring: is positive movement forward, not projecting anymore, right? Ascending to a higher state of being. This is your is not in between your is. You understand what I'm saying? I hope and pray I'm making sense. Because this is what you're calling in, minor arcana, right? This is you taking a stance of saying, okay, this is the type of time that I'm on. Then your is not has to come in to create a void for your is to come in, which would be the judgment card, right? Because we're talking minor arcana to major arcana. So your little test, which I hate to call it that, like I said before, that's what the 7 of Cups is. It's more or less everything it is that you were in confusion about in September. That's what's going to be brought into the fore. You're like, ooh, I was so confused. If I'm confused, this is not for me. It's not for me, right? I'm moving forward. I'm going to do what it is that I desire, even though you may not know that the karmic cycle is over, right? But with the 7 of Cups, this is going to be the same thing. Like if I were to put this into the reverse, if we were to say the whole month of September, you were like this, then this is coming in emotional form to where you have to make a choice about it. But you have to remember where it is that you came from and the decision that you made based on your truth. You feel what I'm saying? And then you're able to ascend to the higher state of being. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of the Pentacles, and that's all about reciprocity. So that's about you guys being in a position of power. And I feel whatever it is that we're talking about, Virgo, because I have no clue what we're talking about. I have no Virgo in my chart, like zero, zilch, nada, none of it, not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing I have would be the opposite sign of Virgo, which is Leo, which would be in my what is it? My IC. So that's like my inner child kind of energy. That's like I have Leo in my IC. So the opposite sign of that would be Virgo. So I got no Virgo in my chart. But it's like I feel the whole message with this reading is all about you guys coming to a place of reciprocity, because I feel like you guys have been giving a shit ton and not getting it in return. And I feel that that's the cycle that's more or less ending for you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I have no idea. I can't resonate. I'm not a Virgo, but let me know in the comments if this resonates. You know what I'm saying? But I love your face. And I'll see you guys sooner than later, my friends. You know what I'm saying? I love your face, Virgo.